Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Moyna Bass Fishes. I am Jim Moyna, the CFO here at Moyna Bass Fishes Operations. CFO, Chief Fishing Officer. All right, in this video, we are going to discuss practice. This is the practice wrap-up video for the 2025 Champions Tour Tournament on Lake Vermilion. This is the kickoff for their series this summer here in Minnesota. And I got to say, they had some exciting things to say at their pre-tournament meeting today. The payouts, it's unbelievable payouts. That's the bottom line. I'm going to just say that right now. That's what I'm excited about as somebody who does this as a business. Money I put in, and how it multiplies with how I finish in the tournament, that's important to me. So we got an excellent payout for this tournament. We got 67 boats, and it's $1,000 entry fee. First place is $15,000. They pay down 17 places, and 17th place still makes $2,000. So I'm pretty sure it's like nearly 100% payback with that going on. So anyhow, all right. So let's get to the fishing. Let's get to the strategy. And I had a day and a half to practice. I came in here hot off the heels of an 11th place finish at Minnetonka, and so I put the boat in, totally expecting the smallmouth to be spawning big time out here. There was a few warm days, hot days here in Minnesota after several cool, cloudy days in a row. So I knew the smallmouths would be getting going, or at least I felt they would. And sure enough, it didn't take long while I was out on the lake to realize that I actually predicted this one correctly. There was a lot of fish on beds. I actually saw fish spawning. So it's like peak spawn the last couple. I mean, today, which was a half a day practice, and then yesterday, I mean, it was just nothing but a lot of fish spawning or bedding. So with that being said, we had a front come through this evening. It's going to cool down tonight, and it's going to be cloudy tomorrow and cooler. So what does that mean? How's that going to change the fishing? It's not going to change my strategy any. I'm pretty much came here knowing I'm going to fish shallow, knowing I'm going to run into bedding fish, and that's what I'm sticking to it. I don't think those fish are going to leave. They might be a little dialed down a little bit. I mean, they may not be so frisky to. I mean, some of these fish were like swimming 6 feet off their bed to grab my bait. So I don't think that's going to be as common tomorrow in the tournament, but there'll still be plenty of shallow fish to be caught, and that's what I'll be targeting. I'll be targeting them with various soft plastic baits of mostly finesse varieties, and that's pretty simple approach. I do have probably at least 12 rods rigged up with various finesse options. I even have some spinnerbait tied up, a crankbait in case of something. I just have to be ready for that in case of the spawning thing is complete. Goes completely in the tank. So I got spinner baits. I got a jig. I got a all-terrain football hat jig ready to go. I've got jerk bait. I got stuff like that tied up as backup in case if things go wrong. So anyhow, you can follow along on their app. It's called the Real Live Well app. Reel, like as in fishing reel, so it'd be REEL, Real Live Well. So if you download that app, you can follow along the scoring And this is a tournament where every fish counts, every fish over a pound. So for every time I catch a fish, I have an official in the boat who's a high school. They have high school kids do this, be the officials. So the high school kid weighs my fish, and then he enters it, he or she. There's been some gals doing this too. Then they enter it into the Real Live Well app, and that's how it keeps scores. We also write it down on a piece of paper to keep score that way as well. So anyways, so after it's recorded, the fish's weight is recorded. It has to be 1 pound even or bigger to count. Then the fish is released right where I caught it. So that is, it's a great way to do tournaments, I think. I really like that format. You're not having to drag fish around in live wells. So that's, it's a great format to have. And thanks for all these high school kids to do this, because without them we couldn't even do this, because I don't think they could get enough marshals for this program otherwise. So with that being said, takeoff tomorrow's it. So okay, anyways, on that Real Live Well app, it's going to be you're gonna have access to the entire field of fishermen and what they're catching and where the standings are up until a half hour before the end of the tournament. Something new this year is they're going to go dark that last half hour, so nobody knows what other people have. So you as a follower won't know. Me as a fisherman, I won't know, because in this tournament I am allowed to know who's catching what and how much up until that last half hour. Then I'll be in the dark. I'll only know what weight I have. And then then when we all get back to the marina at Fortune Bay Casino, then I think you go to the website, classicbass.com, and then you can view the actual award ceremony there. And that's where the winner will be announced, because nobody will know who's won the tournament until they announce it, because only the officials of the tournament will know. So that's kind of exciting. I like how they're doing that. Although, I mean, it'll be nerve-wracking for those top few people, because nobody will really know, and everybody will be all nervous and jittery and wondering who's got what, and that'll be kind of interesting. All right. That's about all I have to say. So, well, no, let me just say again. It's a 7 o'clock takeoff. This is how they do it. 7 o'clock takeoff, then you come back at 11. Got to be back at 11. And then they send us out again at 11:30 to a different part of, they split the lake in half. So then the first half we all go to one side of the lake, second half we all go to the other. So anyways, they send us out again at 11:30, and then we're done at 3:30. So that's kind of the timing on all that. So, okay. That's all I'm going to say about this. That's all I really have to say. But hey, thanks for watching the video. And, we're well on our way to our first 100,000 subscribers. So really appreciate that. We've only got about 97,000 more to go. And but we've had a fast start since we started this channel 3 or 4 years ago. We're up and coming. Here we come. Thanks for watching. Over and out.